Hey guys, in this video, we're going to tell you why it is so important for your success to have a unique story to tell. Hey guys, we are Brandon and Lynette Cunningham, and we are excited to share with you some thoughts on why the LifeVantage story is a story you want to tell. And the real reason is it's because it's so unique. A unique story is something that is a difference maker in our profession. So we're going to share with you just 4 reasons why LifeVantage's story is so unique and why you should be telling it, because it can help you financially. So let's jump into this. The first thing that is so unique about LifeVantage's story is we have a video that we get to share with people who are looking at this for the first time. Now, we have a bunch of videos, but the one that makes this truly unique is a video that was done by ABC News. That's right, the news agency, right? The big network, ABC, and the show Primetime. And to make it even, I think, more validating of a video is you'll recognize the reporter. He's won Emmys or Grammys, whatever those fancy awards are for news journalism. And they didn't just ask him how he felt on the product, they drew his blood. And he got the same results that all of our studies have gotten. And so we love the fact that we have that, and we know that it's a unique thing because it doesn't exist in any other network marketing company. In fact, many times in our profession, when news agencies come poking their nose in the business, it doesn't end up good. And we've got this video that no one else has, and it's only a few minutes long. It's phenomenal. It makes us unique.
Yeah, another thing that I know for me was a big deal was learning about PubMed.gov. Now,
Pub what?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I said when I first heard it. But it's the National Institute of Health's Library of Medicine, okay? So it's a site that is used when students are learning to become a doctor. It's a resource for them in school, or just if someone wants to know if there's valid science on something. And I say that because the peer review process basically means that when a study is done, it's presented, but not with an undisclosed presenter, right? So that they have 3 people who are specialized who are going to then try to discredit what the study has proven. If they're unable to disprove it or discredit it, it then gets published as a peer-reviewed study. So when Brandon and I got involved in LifeVantage, there were 3 studies on PubMed.gov, and we were like,
Which is enough.
That's a big deal.
3's enough.
Especially because it wasn't on an ingredient in our flagship product. It was on our flagship product. So that was a big deal. And with that, we took it and ran. But the studies have continued. And now we have over 25 studies. And that's just something that's not normal. I mean, a lot of times people will say, you know, we have studies that prove that our product's significant, but really as you dig down into it, it's an ingredient that they're talking about. We're talking about our product by name. That's a big deal.
It's huge because without that type validation, a lot of companies or distributors in their companies, their method for validating becomes other stories of people using the product. We would call that testimonies.
Right.
And that becomes a very slippery slope, very difficult, because a lot of those testimonies that are being shared are being done in a way that are not compliant.
Yeah.
And so with PubMed.gov, you know, a LifeVantage distributor doesn't have to go down that road. They don't have to worry about telling stories that they shouldn't tell that perhaps would get a company or them as a distributor terminated, suspended. Right. And so that is so unique to LifeVantage.
Well, and because we hadn't done network marketing before, for us, it gave us confidence in sharing the products, because
which is huge.
Yeah, it is, because if you've never done it before and you're trying to take that dive, it's kind of scary. You want to know that what you're sharing with your friends and family is something of value, and that gave us confidence to want to go out and do that. Here's another thing, a third thing. We're talking about some differentiators, right? These are patents. We've got patents on the products. And that to me, again, it's one of those things where you want to know that not, Tom, Dick, and Sally are going to have the exact same thing that you're trying to share with people. It's a big deal to be able to say, hey, this is patented, and we're gonna run with this and share it with people and know that not every person on another corner is going to be doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's a good point, because many times we call that the Me Too. Like, me too. I have one of those products too.
Right.
Well, no, you don't have one of those products when it comes to our flagship product, because PubMed has proved that. If you had it, we would see the studies there. Yep. And these patents, it's just so unique to have it. The fourth thing, and the one that I love talking about all of these, but the one that really made Lynette and I feel comfortable moving forward, one of the things is that this company is publicly traded. And there's ups and downs to being publicly traded in the network marketing space. But in today's world, being transparent is a good thing. Companies that are not transparent are finding themselves being scrutinized in a way that you don't want to be scrutinized by federal agencies, right, that watch our profession. And so being publicly traded means we are transparent. You don't have to guess how we're doing financially. You don't have to guess if we're cash flow positive, or if we're sitting on cash, or if we're just jumping from country to country trying to grab just a little bit more cash to stay alive. You can see exactly what's going on at LifeVantage. And not only that, we're on the NASDAQ, guys. We're not just publicly traded, we're on the NASDAQ. You don't just invite yourself there, you have to qualify to be there. And so I think these four things really give you a very unique story to tell. And we know that at the end of the day, it's kind of what people are feeling, right?
Yeah, well, facts tell, stories sell. Right? And so we can tell a story that is pretty impactful and moving. And here's what it does, because it's the story I was told when I heard this. And what it did for me was give me a feeling in my gut like, ooh, I don't want to miss out on this.
FOMO, we call that FOMO.
FOMO. I had serious FOMO. And here's the deal, you guys. I told you I hadn't done network marketing before. So I had some struggles internally, like I wasn't real sure, but my gut said you don't want to miss out on it. And it was based on the stories that we just shared with you. Those four things were the factors.
Yeah, that gut feeling, because that gut feeling we had, you may be having, like, should I do this again? Like, if you've done network marketing before and maybe not had success, you may be thinking about it again. We hope these four areas or reasons that makes you LifeVantage unique is giving you a little bit of like, ooh, yeah, the other companies didn't have that. And so maybe you're just like us, never doing it before, and you're like, should I do this because it sounds right? Hopefully those four things will show you that we are unique. And when you have a unique story, you should be telling that story, because if you tell it to enough people, there's money to be made for sure. So we hope you like that information. Being unique's important in the business world, and you've got something unique with LifeVantage.